guys, welcome back to One Pretty Little Box. I am Sheila and thank you for joining me today. You're going to have to excuse the hair and no makeup. I am on my final days of summer. And even though I went up to school and kind of worked in the classroom a little bit today with my co-teacher, I decided I'm done. Not done teaching, not done doing what I do. I'm tired. This first week back, and sadly I'm not even back. But being on someone else's schedule besides mine is definitely something that is taxing as far as my emotions and time. And this is going to go into the video because change is not always easy. Change sometimes can feel so painful that you feel like you're going to break down. Have you ever felt that way before? If you have, maybe you're going through a major change in your life. Maybe someone you love is going through a major change in their life. Stick with me through this video, and I hope to encourage and inspire you by sharing my story and some things I'm dealing with as far as the emotions that go with it, and some quotes to hopefully encourage you along the way. Not only am I going through a very big change as far as work goes, my children are going through changes as well, all of them. And it's so, I don't want to use that word ironic because it's not, because I don't think that anything in life is ironic. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that everything we go through is a divine appointment for ourselves to grow us, to change us, to make us into better people, to help us find our purpose, to help us help someone else find their purpose. And this is a perfect time of year. I'm gonna get teary, so I'm gonna try not to. At work, last February, I woke up one morning and I was in the shower and I realized, oh, today's the day. Yes, this is what I need to do. So I went to my director and I went to our current mentor at the time, and I said, for the first time ever, I am finally ready to move up. I want to do this. You know, this is going in, this is my 13th year of preschool in the same building. 1 year of those I taught in the 2s. 11 of those I taught in the 3s. And this year will be my 13th year, and I'm moving into pre-K, into the 4s and 5s. It's not that big of a jump, right? I mean, it is, but when you spend that much time in one spot, and I know that I needed to shake things up, because if I could do my job in my sleep, it's time to move on. If you can do what you're doing right now in your sleep, as easy as it sounds, and as comfortable as it feels, it's time to shake it up. It's time to do something different. I'm not the type of person who likes to feel like I'm stuck. And I have been feeling stuck for a couple years. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm excited about the change. It's just difficult because not only, at first I was supposed to be going in with one of my dear friends. Both of us were moving up together into the same classroom with somebody that I admired. That person did not tell us at the time that she was leaving. She did not even give us the inclination that she had decided to do something different, which I think personally is wrong. That's my own thought, but I tend to look at people around me and who my change might affect, not just me. Even moving up, I thought and I sat and I figured, now's the time I can move up, because I know I'm leaving what I've done in good hands, and it will continue to grow in a great place and in the right way. I had that confidence in them. Sadly, I had some confidence in this person who was not very honest. Okay, so that kind of threw a little kink in, but I thought, all right, it'll work out for what it's supposed to be. And I truly, truly believe that. And actually, things have switched again, and instead of being with someone that I'm very comfortable and close with, I'm with somebody different. But I'm finding that, oh, hold on a second. Sorry, I had to go plug in the laptop. Anyway, I know that I left what I was doing in good hands. I'm no longer working with my dear friend that I'm already comfortable with. I'm working with someone new, but I'm finding that working together with her this whole week, going through this room and taking care of things that we need to take care of that was left behind by someone else, we have already created a very good bond. Are we the best of friends? No, not yet. I trust her though, and I'm very excited about what's to come. On top of that change, and I've kind of preluded a little bit of this to you guys a couple videos back. There was a lot going on that I was going to deal with. Our director left. So not only do I have a new classroom, a new co-teacher, but now I have 2 new directors. One of them is a previous director from before, so she's not so scary to me. The other one is not scary to me either because I'm not afraid of people. I just don't know her very well, and I'm sure we'll do fine. So that part doesn't bother me because I've gone through director changes in those 12 years already. That has been crazy. I've seen lots of different things happen at this preschool. But it doesn't mean that my emotions are always in check. And it's okay. With change comes lots of fear sometimes. Fear of the unknown, inadequacy, just downright feeling uncomfortable. That's not always easy to cope with when you've been in such a comfortable box for so long. But I'm excited about it, so don't let these tears change that. I'm tired, and that comes more often, and I'm excited at the same point. Now, my kids, let's see. Let's start with the boys. The twins. They are one starting high school, so they'll be freshmen. So they're moving from middle school to high school. That's a big change, as we all know. But not only that, they are in sports, and our school's athletic director was changed, which changed a lot of other things, which is okay. It's just they're having to learn a lot of new things at the same time. My daughter, who is a senior, that is a big change for her. Her director for the drill team, which she has been on since she was a sophomore, has decided, her and her co-director decided that they were ready to move on. So they got a new director at the end of the year. Now, she has gone through a week of camp and a week of practice, and she loves the change. It's a great change. The boys are doing amazing with their change. They love the director. They love the new high school coaches. They love the fact now that they have their schedules in their hand that they are moving on to their freshman year. And like I said, yesterday I was a little concerned. Today I'm completely at peace, and I know it's going to be probably the most fabulous year that I've had in a very, very long time. All that to say, change is not always the easiest thing to do, but it's always the right thing to do. We should never be afraid of change at all. I'm going to give you a few quotes, and they're not your normal, typical change quotes. Some of these, in fact, every one of these I've never heard before. And maybe that's why I chose them to share with you, because they were new, they were fresh, and they impacted me in some way. And the biggest one I'm going to share with you right now, and is the biggest thing that keeps people back from change, is knowing that you have to let go of the past. And it's the secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. And that's by Socrates, and it's so true. The hardest part of change is looking back at the old and comparing it to the new, and you can't, because they're two different fields. It's like comparing Mars and Venus, comparing cats and dogs, apples and oranges. All of it's beautiful, but none of them are going to be the same. So you can't assume that one change is going to be the same as the next. We all tend to fight change until we come to the realization that it is the greatest thing that we could ever do to build ourselves, to grow ourselves, and to move up to the next level. It's like you've got a flight of stairs to climb, and you only climb the first 5, and there's 15 more to go, but you're stuck on 5 because it's comfortable. Maybe it has a big landing. Maybe there's a water fountain. Maybe it has anything you've ever wanted before. And it's right there. It's at your grasp. You could just touch it. And bring it into your life, and it can be a great big part of you. And you look at all the work that it's going to take to climb all the way to the top. Just sit here with the water fountain. Let's just sit here with all the things I've been waiting on. Let's just sit here because I'm comfortable and the people I work with know me and I can kind of get away with what I want to get away with. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Take not only the next step, which for me the next step was way back in February when I said, okay, look, it's time for me to move on. It's time for me to move and do something completely different. That was my first step. And getting it confirmed and meeting with the new teaching crew that I was supposed to be with, that was the second step. Third was beginning to prep for that. Fourth was digging on Pinterest and talking to a few people. Fifth was right before I got the text that, oh, I'm not coming back. Sorry about that. Not a phone call, text. Whatever. Sometimes when we shake things up for people, we should probably be a little bit more personable. It makes the transition a little bit easier. And right now I'm climbing those steps, maybe to the next landing. Not necessarily to the top. That's going to take a lot of time, but I'm not getting comfortable, but I'm getting a grip and a vision for what I want to see for this year. That's going to be another video, by the way. So I'm going to give you a few more quotes. It says, when we no longer are able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. That's by Viktor E. Frankl. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. The only person who is educated is the one who has learned how to learn and change. That's by Carl Rogers. And I like that because you might have a piece of paper that says you could do something, but until you learn to change and to move and to dance with the flow. And the last quote I'm going to share, checking time here. The last quote I'm going to share is, I'm a believer in the power of change, but there is one thing I've learned, and that's the hardest part of moving forward is not looking back. Not looking back. You're not looking back at what was. You're not looking back to compare what could be, what that was should be. You're not looking back thinking, oh, that was so great. Why did I do this? And that's why I've been stuck for a couple days. I've been looking back thinking, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I'm not ready. Fear takes over. You've got to smack fear in the face. In fact, I want you to throat punch fear because it's not worth it. Build that strength up. If you are so comfortable right now that you know when you go to work, you know what to expect, stop. Make a change. I challenge you. Every change you make will grow you. It will not weaken you. It will grow you. Grow in that. Allow it. Accept it and be excited in it. You're going to see some changes on this channel. That's why not, right? I'm going to continue to do Veda Assure. I like the Thursday teacher tip, but I know once back to school gets going, I may not be able to continue that. I don't know. I need your comments below. What kind of videos are the most inspiring to you? I will tell you, grocery hauls and menu plans and all that will return back to Mondays, probably starting this week, this coming up week. For sure on Monday. And I'm hoping every week after that. I don't see why not, honestly. I'm trying to think of the kids' schedule before school starts, and I think that flows back into our normal routine as far as that goes. There is a big surprise coming up as far as our family. I have not told you guys. I've kind of alluded to it. That should be happening within the next 7 to 10 days, I would assume. Which changes some things. I am pretty sure my schedule will be what it was last year, which is early to midday, well, 2 o'clock. And in that case, it gives me plenty of opportunity to make sure I have plenty of videos up. I really desperately want to throw in the blog posts that coordinate with these kind of videos, especially like this one, where I can gather more thoughts and kind of streamline it a little bit. I like this vlog style of video. The only thing I had written down for you guys that I was going to share were the quotes that I shared with you. The rest was winged. Cock-a-doodle-doo. The rest was just me talking to you as if you were at my table and we're both have a drink and we're just chit-chatting together. I like those kind of videos. I like sharing in those videos because it's genuine and you're getting the real me. You're not getting a fake memorized speech or whatever. You're getting those hardcore thoughts where if you were to ask me a question, this is the answer. And I don't know. I love YouTube. I absolutely do. As many years as I've blogged over on Blogger, and you know, I have my own .com whatever for that blog, I love YouTube, and I hope that you guys like these videos as well. So if you are going through a big change in your life, I just want to tell you you're not alone. Many of us are. I think that we're going through something universal. There's many people I know that are going through some big shifts in their life, whether it be changing careers, financial, relational, whatever it might be. And it's okay. We're in this together. You and me and the world. We're in this together. And you've got a friend in me, and I know that I have a friend in you, and I thank you for taking time to watch these videos. I know they get long, I'm winded, and that's how it goes. As you guys know, I have been stagnant as far as subs go. I don't necessarily want to beef up the subs just to have a number, but I want to be able to inspire more people. So as soon as I get to 500 subscribers, I am going to do a big giveaway. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, I would love to give away a life planner from Erin Condren because I love those. You guys know I talk about them all the time. So that is my goal. It's up to you to help me get there. I'd love for you guys to comment below on what are your favorite videos, whether they're just the mini plans or whether they're these kind of sit down chit chat videos, or if, I don't know, you like the Life of Twins videos. I love them. They're the cutest boys ever. All right, guys.